Now, what we have up here is like when we're talking about like real mind control, real black like magic is what you would think, I guess, to the average person. There's so much that we don't know that, truthfully, even if you give the people the answer, they don't have what it takes in there to put it together. And their first reaction is to run from. If it can't be explained, if it's not in Google land, if it's not in here, then that means it's not real. So that's what. Do you need to think about what I just said? So whatever's not in here, which is not real, then it's not real. That is insane, the connection that they have forced onto the world. But it is what it is. You know, but when we're talking about like stage, you're talking about if we know history as we do, we know that stage is there, and coliseums, and bowls, you know, which were just huge speakers, but they would be there doing plays. And those plays that they would do on stage, the people who put those plays on the stage already knew that whatever that the actor or the star is going to portray the controller's ideas, and whoever's watching that is going to mimic that into everyday life when there's nothing else to fucking mimic other than what you see, because that's the only thing to fucking see, because they made sure that's the only thing there is to see. In the first 7 years of a child's going to mimic and imitate everything. So it's not hard to see, you know, how if you're going to control the world, and then hypothetically you just go, and you already control it. So you control the land, the laws, and all that within it. So you could take 1,000 children, orphans, whatever, criminals, dummies, whoever, and plant them. Okay? And all they're going to have is resources that come from you into that community that is set up by them. But they're going to be given jobs. And then there's going to be some money in there. And then that community is going to obey certain rules, regulations. They're going to volunteer for stuff until they can get organizations going through the tax money coming from that community, because it's one fucking design, just like a business. And then that community grows into a bunch of dummies, because the only thing in that community was given to that community the same way that the stage was given to the actors to play out. And now that town is going to play out what is given to them in their minds. And then whatever it is they see, appearance, that's it. That they don't know anything. They don't have any. They don't know anything other than what they've been given. And so eventually, you know, the features and the looks, especially as a young child, you listen, you hear, you create a connection to dolls, to toys, to kids' meals. Do you see? It's baked. Cartoons, animation. There's the Ions Nation. Listen, we've done videos on that, but it's an impulse that we're created with through the technology. Okay, the impulse that we're supposed to know, all right, which is Father, Son, Holy Spirit, astral, ether, and physical body. They don't know that. This is more important than anything, and people are so against it. Well, but we're giving you how your bloodline. It doesn't matter where you come from or anything. You have generationally been programmed through the radio, the newspapers. You can just follow the roots like Jesus says. Just follow it all the way back. And you see it, we're going to set it up. Like I said, here's some jobs, here's some addresses, this is a bank, there's a church there. And then each town that was controlled, they're not connected yet, but they will be. Because it was voted on in a board meeting a long time ago. Exactly, just how they set shit up. And then eventually trains, here comes trains, and then, the train comes through once a week. So, the people that have been controlled into those towns for so long, and there might be a few coming in and out, but they're controlled. There's families now. There's success. Now the train's coming in twice a week. Now more people's traveling. Then eventually here comes the vehicles. And eventually Henry Ford, Thomas Edison go on a 9-year road trip to sell. Let's go sightseeing. There's motels, gas stations, and all this. It's very easy. But then again, I just might be on fire. To just see it for what it is. To give you an example, when I cut my celery and sear it and put it in my spring water, now I see the jar, and I see what it is. But and you can see it even too, anyone else with a naked eye, you can see nitric oxide being released. But I see the field, the magnetic field, even though it's not even charged like it's supposed to be because the compost has been destroyed and ground and everything from the wars. But it's still in there. It's still in there. So I see it. I see what, vibrating. It's insane. It's insane. It's crazy. I'm getting, these little birds are fixing to start hanging out with me. Yeah, it's wild. One of them, it's taking a minute for one of them, and others do. I ain't saying I'm special. I'm just saying. Because anybody else, even my boys, like, God, they'll run from me, and it's like, because you're fucking corrupt on the inside. That's why. See, the connection that we've been working on for a decade, even though everybody's against around me here in the world and the controllers and all of them, but they can't do shit. It has been against everything that they have been literally forcing on everybody and them saying, oh, I gotta have that. Well, no shit. It's your lifestyle. It was created here. See, this mentally challenges your astral and ether body right here. Dolls and toys and cartoons and all that. It makes it deformed. And you don't know that. And we ain't got time to go into that. And so the anatomy in the brain is connected around man-made impulses instead of the zodiac and the magnetic field and the toroidal field and all that. You're not connected like the plants are out there. They do their thing in the bushes and trees and all that, and the blossom and the smell and all that stuff from the lights up there. But the lights that you have come from a TV and a gadget. You need to really think about that. Hey, crazy, we fucking so glued to this, you are, Iman. I don't want to get into that, but it's what it is. The hardest thing for people to understand is listen, alcoholism ain't nothing. This, they're very good at what they do. I was flipping through looking for something on, I can't remember if it was YouTube or Prime Video or whatever, but I seen a Disney cruise thing or something. And I saw one of them anime, whatever, animation, like stuffed animal things on a cruise ship. But I didn't see it for how the individuals see it. Going, oh, look how cute that is. I saw it the way it would look on the other side. It was fucked up. I had to go back and I was like, holy shit. Now I'm starting to see it for what it is. The unseen, but the seen. It's crazy. I can see their fucking spells. I can see the demons that they're literally putting out here. And then I can see what we have still. It's fucking torture. But it's also, it's like, whoa. Truthfully, the only way I'm getting better at golf, because I have to have an outlet, It's because it's the mechanics of me working out up forever. That helps a whole lot tremendously. But also too, I understand the motion of the body. I understand the motion of how it hit the ball, the concentration and all that other stuff. That it takes the same discipline and structure that it would take for life forms. Even though man made that, it's still horrible. But that's all we got, along with everything else, because they made sports number one. In Rome, the same thing happened before it went, and then the Vatican came up. Which your three world powers would be Switzerland, the Vatican, and the U.S., which would be, military, spiritual, and banking. That's the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. Because the Holy See is the Vatican. Anyway, we don't have to get time to get into all that shit. But the same way that you would see a mentally challenged individual, okay, that is really, really having a hard time and is really challenged, is the same way your astral and ether body is, that you just don't know. There's a reason why you can't listen. Can they listen? No, they can't. Should make sense. So if you can't listen, then that means there's another body or two in you that's as mentally challenged as they are that we see, but you refuse to listen. They refuse to listen. See, it's the childish nature in you. That's the Ari-Monic nature, is childish. Very childish. So when they set these towns up here, your family, and see, they just did a draft. Whoever the smartest orphans or whatever, they got to fucking have, you want to be part of this Coca-Cola brand we got coming and these other brands? Oh no, we're fucking it. No, your bloodline was the smartest out of a group of dummies, stolen, raised, incubators, all that, in order to create what the fuck you in right now. There wasn't nobody around 150 years ago. Nobody. This is how quick they can do it. And this fucking thing that is doing this is not here. Okay? That's what you can't fucking understand. It is not here. It is on the other side doing this. It is going in reverse. It could have just covered everything up and said, fuck it. Nope. It's covered it up and it's dismantling it. And in the process, harvesting not only our soul and Holy Spirit, but the blood in physical form, because it's magnetic. It's the same as the ocean. The same. Break it down in the blood, you'll see the same particles in it. That's why they don't want you going. Here, there's Jaws. Oh, we ain't like going there. No shit. Here, just stay inside. Be a dummy. Here. There you go. That's a fucking Ari-Monic being. For generations. And nobody can understand that now. You need to understand something. This stage shit, it should make sense. We got to make sure there's a TV in every room, gas station, bathroom, bar, all that shit. Make sure it's everywhere everybody gets hammered. When you'd walk into these older stores in the beginning of all this, what was in the very front? TVs everywhere. Everybody's fucking going crazy because everything on it was just so emotional. That connection and that attraction that features the parents. Oh, fucked up, man. Plus you're going to the doctor getting pills, man. Hell yeah, man. I'm feeling good, man. Hell yeah. I'm going to get all these fucking treats, man. Look, go buy this during the halftime. All right. Yeah. And just guiding you. Guiding the dumbest fucking people ever to walk this earth that they created. So, I love the shit out of you. I don't care what anybody says.